Well, we're here with Jill Bench. Jill, how are you, dear?
Great.
You got to shake my hand.
Thank you.
You have to do that. And we're here at Bench's Greenhouse in Elmore, Ohio. And you know, Jill, we've talked a lot with high school football. You're a big Genoa and Woodmore High School football and basketball and all that good stuff. But we got to talking about things around our house. And Bench's Greenhouse has just been here, well, over 20 years, huh?
Yes, since 1978.
Wow. Back in '78, I was a freshman in high school. Those were the good days. But, you know, we got to talking about, you know, this time of year. And, you know, it's fall and trying to get a lot of things done. And I said, you know, I'm going to be re-landscaping the whole front of my house right now, and then we're going to worry about the rest. But I'm looking at one of those little Chinese maple trees, or is that what they're called?
Japanese maple.
Japanese. Chinese are probably cheaper. I'm sorry I had to go there. No. But there's a lot of different varieties, and you guys have been out here on, this is 105?
105,
You're
yes.
out on 105, and I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, this is that time of the year to do a lot of this kind of stuff, right?
Absolutely. Fall is a great time to amend your soil. It's a great time to plant, and it's also a great time to start preparing for next year.
Jill, I think this is probably the way we're going to go, because I want that red effect, you know, and my old house, I had a small one that I had. We were there almost 20 years, and it had just turned into this big, beautiful, red, gorgeous thing. And I know it's going to take a while, but I didn't know this. There's a lot of different varieties of this kind of plant.
There certainly are. We actually carry 3 different varieties here. We have a cut leaf green, a cut leaf red, and then a fern leaf red.
And the one thing that you asked me, the first thing you asked me is it a lot of sun? And I said, well, not really, because of where it's situated. So the real hot sun would really hurt this.
Absolutely. These need morning sun, afternoon shade. They cannot take full sun.
Okay.
They are an ornamental. Gotcha.
Now, anything special I need to do with the watering of it, and we'll get into the planting of it itself. But you know, like fertilizers and things, do you have to do that with these?
This late in the season, you don't want to fertilize, because it sends a message to the plant, hey, it's time to grow.
I got you.
And it's time to set down roots if you're going to plant this late in the season. So what's more important this late in the season is water. I know it's a rainy season, fall's a rainy time,
right,
but you have to make sure that you give these plants that you're going to plant now enough water to get established before the harsh winter comes.
Now when we plant this now, and I dig this out, is this a what do I want to, how far do I want to dig this down, and if there's anything I need to put in with it, any stone or anything like that?
You would want to dig a hole 1.5 times the size of the container that the plant you're purchasing is currently in.
Okay.
You also want to plant it at the exact same level as that it's currently planted in the pot. Instead of stone in the bottom, especially being in Rossford, you're going to want to amend it with some peat.
Okay, and that's kind of, and we've been talking about the amending. That's basically breaking the soil up,
Yes,
and making sure everything gets done
absolutely.
that way.
A lot of people make the mistake, especially over in the clay soil, that they've been told to amend with sand, and sand and water make concrete. So concrete's not very good on clay soil.
I know all about concrete in Rossford. A lot of the soils like that. And Jill, finally, thank you for getting us started. But this is going to be a big project for me. So, and you'll have your handprint on it, that she helped me make this happen here. The great people at Benches, and you know, we're shooting this. It's about the second week of October. I know the first week of November it gets real crazy here, and you basically turn this into a Christmas wonderland.
Absolutely. We'll have over 50 different theme trees up, over 20,000 ornaments available for sale. We grow poinsettias, and we also offer memorial pieces for the cemetery.
And you know, I was looking at some of these trees, and they're all absolutely gorgeous. I saw the Ohio State tree. I've already called 3 of my friends that are going to be coming down here to look at that, because it's gorgeous. But you name it, you got so many different ideas, and like you were saying, this is a destination. You know, people come here favorite destination. I know you've got food here and things, and I'm sure a nice hot cider right now with all of the pumpkins that we have right now.
There are really a lot of things to do in the area. I know that Elmore's a little off the beaten path, but there's a wonderful coffee shop uptown. You can go to Genoa and stop at Packer Creek Pottery, which is a very popular destination. There are several restaurants in the area, so just make a day of it and come out.
Now let me ask you this, now with these Christmas trees, I know there's something, it's called POD or something, perfect ornamental positions. It's a disease, I hear. And so when I do my Christmas tree, and when my mom did hers, absolutely the most gorgeous thing on this earth. When I look at my Christmas tree it doesn't look like that. Do you help people out and maybe, go to their homes to help them design trees when you have these real designer type trees?
Absolutely. We are available for hire.
Yeah, I'm sure you do a wonderful job with it. And a couple of last questions here. I'm really excited putting this tree in today. I'm looking at all these mums. Why don't my mums look like this at my house, but they look so beautiful here? What's the secret to keep your mums going?
First of all, we plant in Bench's super secret soil.
There you go.
And
only get it in Elmore.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. But we also offer different varieties of mums. Some mums bloom earlier than others, some mums do not. The real trick to getting hardy mums to keep blooming in your yard is that you have to pinch them off until the 4th of July. You keep pinching them back. You don't let them bloom until then, and then you let them go.
Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596.